us proud, pushing content like a jumbo's thrust in Phat Airlines we trust. Pin the radar, he's live again. Communities tight like aviation friends, like skyrocket engine scream. Phat Airlines living in a stream.
All right. Oh snap, you can't even see me. Oh, let's turn this on. Oh, it's so bright. Let's fix this over here. Yo, what's up everybody? This is so bright, man. All right, there we go. All right. So that was weird. We lost internet. That was we lost power actually. Our entire power went down for like less than a minute, and then it came right back up. Not sure what happened there. We don't usually lose power like that. But where's YouTube at? A YouTube chat's not even showing up. That's crazy. Well, you know what? Oh, there we are. What's up, MD Aviation? Welcome back, everybody. All right, let's load into LHR.
Chatting with the fans, call signs loud, leader of the fleet, yeah, he makes us proud.
Nah, I didn't step on the power strip for the entire house. Don't worry.
In Phat Airlines, we trust. Ping the radar, he's live again. Communities tight like aviation friends.
No! Alright, I gotta force close and bring it back up.
Phat Airlines living in a stream.
Alright. So yeah, I lost power. And power came right back up about a minute later. Actually less than it was like 30, it was like a few seconds the power went out. And it was kind of crazy, right? Because it was right at the end of me explaining something, and then all of a sudden, boom, everything shut down, which is like very weird. We don't lose power too often here, but we lost power, and then the power came right back up. But then I have to wait for the internet to come back up, which took about another minute and a half. And then I had to wait for my computer to turn on, which also took like 20 seconds. But then I had to open up all the programs and reset everything back up. For YouTube, I had to call it part 2. But yeah, we'll be here for another like 20-30 minutes. Finish up this today's stream. Finish up our little workload that we have going on here. We did have this Concord giveaway. We had this Concord giveaway. Still waiting for Fabius's Gaming's username. I mean, if we don't get the username in like the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna have to re-roll. But let me actually ping him in here too, just in case he's not watching the stream. Need your username in 5 minutes, or I'm re-rolling. Refilling. I guess that could also make sense. That was not what I was trying to say. I was trying to say re-roll. Well, I can't even edit it. I don't know. My iPad's being weird. Anyways, we'll get that contract handed out to somebody today. Nice. Airplane fan says, I'm the first person to handle the new addition to your 740 to your fleet, the 744. Let's go. Phat Airlines we trust. Yeah. Storm Giant said, I think it was someone that didn't win the giveaway. Yeah, see, I usually my power is pretty stable. I did think about like getting like a power generator, because like I work from home and my wife works from home. So like getting a generator would be good, because usually if the power is down, the internet could still work, but the internet also requires power. So I was thinking about getting a whole home generator, but those things are expensive. And then like when we do lose power, we usually get our power back in like less than a day. We usually get our power back in like a few hours, or like today in a few minutes. Really weird. But hey, at least we're back. Oh, there's a drop going on. Let's do this drop. Get a power supply much better than a generator. That's true. Like the UPS, like the universal power supplies. But then I would need to get one. I probably should get one, especially like those power blips where you're out. It's not good for my computer to be shutting down like that, like on the fly. That is good. That's a good call. Because like that I lucked out, right? Because potentially it could be where it's like my computer could have completely burned out from a power outage like that. But yeah, I should probably get a power supply for both my router and for my computer. That's like $300 total. Amikaze says, reminds me when we had a nationwide power outage that lasted about 8 hours. Yo, I remember I remember hearing about that in the news, the nationwide power outages you guys were having there in Europe. I remember like a couple of years, like many years ago, we had like a major power outage in like the Northeast in the US, and that was a crazy power outage too. Like I was in New York at that time. Anyone know if you can get T1 Airlines E190 or E195, or colorful Gizu Airlines or Buta Airways E190s on the contract maps, or are they events? Good question. Not sure. Yo, Dolphins Airlines. I know I said this before, but I do like your livery. I like how it matches your name. I like the gray that you picked. It's like a nice dolphin gray. I like the blues you picked. You know, like a nice nice Caribbean type ocean. DJ says pricey but worth it. Yeah, the UPS. Hidden says I have one for my server. Don't want the infrastructure for HTS to go down. Yeah, man, that's true. I can't have my main computer, the computer I use for streaming, the computer I use for work, well, for my business. I don't use it for work. But yeah, if that goes down, then that throws a big headache and a big wrench into the mix. Yo, Raptor, thanks for being first on the second stream, bro. Yeah, so we're not unlocking Sydney today. That's definitely not happening. Not because we didn't want to, but mainly because our playing contracts are just too far out, right? So, well, we are pretty close, right? We need 411 XP, which is probably doable. I mean, we got to see what our contracts look like, right? And maybe we shout out some people like Aerolina Santiago. Hopefully my man can play some Prague, but it's only a 738, so it's not like a ton of XP, but still 68 is like what, 1/9 of the 411 XP I need, so it'll help me get there, right? But that one's at 9 out of 10. We got a bunch of contracts with Mert. Mert always handles his planes though, so I'm not worried about Mert. We got some contracts with Mike. Aria May. I haven't seen Aria May's planes in a while. Hope they're doing okay. Both on stream and on my main account. Oh look, British Airways. Let's go ahead and handle that one. Okay, we gotta handle the event planes. That's 5 XP while we need it. Gotta handle it. Gotta handle it. David Elio. I've seen his planes, but like I feel like he's probably more busy right now than usual. Dolphins. Look easy with the plane at San Diego. Nice. But it's not at 9 out of 10, so it's not going to help us on the next stream. Here we got Floating Fighter 4. This one I just handled today. So this one probably will be back for next stream. We got Furious Brain at Prague. 9 out of 10. And an 8 out of 10 as well. We haven't seen Fuzzy Mon's planes in a long time. We got Hammy. Hammy has a plane at Bari. But I know Hammy's busy at work too, so I know Hammy might not be able to handle that. Oh, IAD. I think Hammy's playing IAD, so we might be able to see that. Oh yeah, I handled that today, so that could come back. That's going to be what, 124 XP. That's like 25% of the way there. So that's definitely possible. Here's another one from Hammy. 94 XP. That's another like 25%, let's say. So yeah, all we need is like 2 or 3 planes, maybe 4 planes, and we're good. 4 larger planes. But let's see. I'm trying to make the call outs, names. Oh, we got Laugh Lots, which I haven't seen Laugh Lots in a while either. But that's at 9 out of 10. Concords don't really give a lot of XP. Oh, they don't give a lot of silver planes. They give a lot of XP, huh? 122. I'll take it. You know, we got. Oh, never mind. Those are all 8 out of 10. What else we got? Who else we got? Oh, by the way, if my power goes out again, I'm not restarting stream. Just saying. If power goes out again in the next 20 minutes, I am not restarting stream. Oh, here we go. Stop. Oh no, that's 8 out of 10. Never mind. Oh, no, I don't even know if we're gonna make it next time, man. We don't got enough planes at 9 out of 10. A lot of players that haven't been sending planes. I know, like Twill, he stopped playing for a little bit. He said he had to quit for reasons. Oh, a Noble Slope. Here's a 100 XP plane at Muscat. Yeah, not a lot of planes at 9 out of 10. So it might take us actually a couple more weeks. But I will be playing. I will be doing a midweek stream this week. I don't know what day of the week it's going to be. It depends on like what my schedule's like. You know, not just my schedule for the night, but also for the next day. Because yeah, when I stream at night, then I typically try to like also be the person who wakes up at night to take care of the baby. We'll see, but we will see. All right, thank you, Dolphin, for redeeming your request. Approved. All right, 5 minutes has passed, and we don't have a username here. Let me just refresh. And I gotta re-roll. Re-roll. What the? Oh, is it because I'm not in bot stuff? I'm gonna do this on my computer. It is hard to re-roll. Oh. Can't even re-roll because it's not. Raptor XRR. Congratulations. What's your username again, Raptor? And I know you're here on stream too, so that's exciting. Anyone know an Apple emulator for Windows PC? I should ask my brother. My brother probably has some kind of way. My brother does have, well, actually, what he has is he has like a virtual Mac system running on his computer, on his Windows PC. That's what he has. and then that through that you know, you can run, you know, when you can run Apple games. Where does the Concord even reach? So it can go to pretty much Muscat, all the way out to Muscat. It can never go to Bari, and it can never go to MSY. But like here are the airports right here. There you go. Now you can see them all. We got to figure out a way to make re-rolls easier. Yeah. I mean, hopefully we don't have to do too many re-rolls, right? But that is just something that does have to happen sometimes. Cross the runway, line up, push back. Raptor! I forgot your username, bro. Oh, and he is even in his he said earlier he had to take his headphones off. Let's ping him in the chat here. Sure. Your name? Is that his username though? Let's try it out. And we'll send it to let's send it to Prague. I don't know what, I forget what accounts. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I don't know if he wants it to, if they want it to Prague, but that's where it's going right now. Oh yeah, he sent me a C-30J from Prague, so look at that. We just talked about him and then we got his plane landing right now. What's the chances of that? Yeah, lurking time for Raptor right when he won the giveaway. All right, and you guys over here, like King Airways and Nair Leaf 2013, and even Smooth Booklet. Well, I would, you know, for my stream account, Phat Empire, you do have to redeem your contracts through Twitch chat. That's just how we do it for my stream account. But you're more than welcome to send me these requests to my main account, the Phat Rican. I play LHR pretty much every single day on my main account, so you'll actually get a lot more benefit too by sending me your contract requests to my main account, because then we can get 10 handlings in 10 days. You know what I'm saying? So otherwise, I mean, you're more than able to also, you know, save up your Twitch points to get your plane on a stream. But I think for a lot of players, it's a lot better just to connect with my main account, because then that'll get you more silver planes, more XP, and more handlings. Sometimes we can even, depending upon what your time zone is and when you play, I've actually handled a couple of these planes like 2 or 3 times while in LHR. It's kind of amazing. You want it at your IAD? Awesome. Okay, cool. Go find it right here. We'll cancel the request to your Prague. After EXRR. There we go. Yo, Burik Dandaki. Sorry. Burik Dan Daki? Sorry, so many ways I could read that. Sorry I butchered your name. Or maybe I didn't. But if I did, I'm sorry. Thanks for the follow, bro. I appreciate that. He's again, man. But we made some good progress here at LHR today, I would say, because like we had like 185 planes waiting to land, and now we have only 115. The biggest problem though is that like we're never like, because we only play like LHR on stream, well, because we only play this account on stream, right? It's not like I can have all 100 planes landing. Typically, I estimate about 1 minute for every plane landing is what you need to play in the airport. So like in this case, I have this, I have 114 planes waiting to land, right? So I would need almost, 2 hours in order to land all those planes here at LHR. So that's a long time. And that's like essentially all the time we spent today. And we still only handled, I think, about 90 planes. Yo, peace out, Adam Cack. Thanks for being here, bro. Yep, we're going to try to get this Concord out to Raptor, so that way we can get it back next week. This is a round trip of, how fast is this round trip? An hour 31. So I guess it is very possible we can get this in multiple handlings in one stream too. It is hearted. I always heart the Concords. I heart all the special planes because I want to make sure they land first, especially the Concord. It's nice to get the Concord landed first because then you get the opportunity, the possibility of handling it a second time, you know, on the same stream. So that's gonna be that would be nice. What's the best B-type plane? I think it's the E175. I mean, like the CRJ-X is up there too, but the CRJ-X, it at St. Martin, it actually like takes the path like a medium plane, like a seaplane. So it has to do some backtracking on the runway at St. Martin, whereas the E175, it doesn't have to do that. I haven't really played too much with the CRJ-7 or 9 or even the CRJ-X. I haven't played too much with them because there's like way too few airports that can take smaller planes as a recipient, you know, as a receiving airport. CRJ-2 is the only CRJ that doesn't backtrack at St. Martin, Borough Channels believes. Ooh, good to know. Yeah, I didn't even realize that the CRJ-X did a backtrack at St. Martin. When I found that out, I was like, wow, okay. Time to readjust my strategy, because like, I mean, the good thing is that sorry, this drop on Twitch is like really like, it's really intriguing. Is he ever gonna land? Who knows? Okay. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah. I mean, the good thing about the CRJ-X is that it still takes a B stand, right? But the bad thing is that it backtracks on the runway. And they're really like, I mean, it's good because you have a lot more B stands at St. Martin than you have like, you know, C, D, or E stands, but you're still handling a B plane, and if you're gonna handle a B plane, you want it to like be in and out of your airport as fast as possible at St. Martin. Noodle says, bye Phat, hope you can announce the night stream at least 2 hours in advance. I could probably do that. I think last time it was like 30 minutes in advance because I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a workout and then I'm gonna go stream. And my workouts are usually about 30 minutes. Although, I think I'm about to increase my workout time from 30 minutes to an hour. So I can get like that final push. I need like, I want to lose like another 20 to 25 more pounds. So it's like, if I really want to achieve it, I need to kind of push. And I also want to get a 6-pack, you know? And people don't get 6-packs by not working out. So I think I'm going to increase my time frames. The Raptor says the B762F is a good cargo plane. It goes quite the distance. Good to know. I'll keep that in mind. I do know, oh, by the way, on phatairlines.com right now, we have a sign up form on the website where you can sign up for email contracts. I'm still working on the previous one, but I'm hoping that in the next week I could send out a new contract for an A21NX, I think is what I'm going to buy from my IAD, and that can go to St. Martin, that can go to San Diego, that can go to MSY, that can go to LHR, that can go to Innsbruck, that can go to Leipzig. So there's a lot of airports it can go from. It's probably the most expensive plane that I'm buying so far on the email contracts, so you don't want to miss it. All you gotta do is enter your email onto that form, submit the form, and you'll get a confirmation email, which I also need to update that email. It says you should get a contract in a week, but I've been a little slow, mostly because I have like 200 or 300, like usually it's about 200 contracts I have to send for each email we send out. So adds up really quickly, but it's not too bad because on my main account I have 3.8 million silver planes. So I always go in here and buy extra contract capacity every 48 hours. I buy 4 extra contract capacity every 48 hours. And then sometimes I'll also buy contract capacity using gold planes. That has a 24-hour cooldown, but I try not to spend gold planes on that if I can help it. But yeah, you don't want to miss that giveaway. It's going to be a good one. And the cool thing with the most of the email contracts is that I get everybody a plane. Now, the people who reply first are also the first ones to get a plane. So if you reply first, you're going to get a plane very, very soon. But if you wait like a few days to respond back, it might also take me a few days or a few weeks to respond back, because sometimes I run out of contract capacity, sometimes I run out of wallers, sometimes life gets in the way. So you definitely want to sign up, guys. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I mean, like this entire time here at LHR, we've only had like 10 planes on the ground. What we're doing is we're waiting for this to finish, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. All right. Raptor, I thought you were lurking, man. I thought your headphones died. Raptor said that crazy drop was mine. Also, that was funny. I won the drop. You talk about me and my C-130 arrives. I know, right? And I just clicked randomly on a plane and hit clear to land, and it was your plane. So what are the chances of that? Always cool, fun. I play VATSIM M2S. Nah, I don't play VATSIM. I've seen other people play it though. Badis Belalias says, "Are you on mobile?" Yeah, so I play on an iPad Pro, the newest one, with the M4 chip. I play on that smaller iPad Pro. I did at one point purchase a bigger iPad Pro, but I really didn't like how big it was, so I went down to the small one. I play on an iPad Pro that's connected to a capture card, which is then connected to my computer. That's why you can see my face and you can see my screen at the same time, because I have a whole stream setup going on here. But yeah, definitely you are able to play on your like MacBook, because MacBooks, the newer ones at least, the ones with the M1 chip or higher, you can natively play iPhone and iPad games on your Mac. So you can play on your Mac, but there's no official or supported way to play World of Airports on like your Windows computer. So there are people who play, on their Windows computer by using like emulators, Android emulators, but they're not always supported. So just something to keep in mind. You charge them for 50 minutes and you can hear us again. Gotcha. Nice. Next stream, you need to do your normal LHR handle and then go live. I wonder if we should do that. Would that be like cheating? Like if I just had like the tower managers on for like 2 hours, like I did, like so my normal LHR handle is to turn the tower managers on for 2 hours, then come back. Would that be considered cheating for stream only? Because technically I wouldn't be streaming, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like I'm not even playing. I'm just letting the tower managers do their thing. So I think it should be allowed, right? Let's poll it. I'm gonna poll it on Twitch. New poll. and we'll pull it for like 2 minutes. It'll be a quick one, and I'll pull it on YouTube as well. I want to know what you guys' thoughts are, because it's not like a real challenge, but the whole thing is with the stream account, I wanted to kind of like have show you guys what the experience is of almost like a casual player, but also you see exactly how I play it every single time, what I do, how I'm leveling up, how long it takes, especially. It's not something that happens really quickly, especially if you're only playing for 3 hours a week, you know, on one day. You're actually better off spending 3 hours a week spread over, you know, 6 days instead. 30 minutes for 6 days. You're gonna get a lot more success than doing 3 hours on one day. So that's usually what I end up recommending to people, is you need to play more days, especially more than what I'm doing here. All right, you guys said yes on YouTube. 100% on YouTube are saying yes. And so far on Twitch, we got 89% saying yes. Okay, I see where we're headed. I think I should do that, especially since you guys are allowing it, because that's not like really like gameplay, right? So I think it'll make sense. Will midweek stream be on Tuesday again? I don't know what day it'll be. Tuesday kind of works out nicely though, because there's like usually there's no sports, there's no shows, there's nothing. The only thing that I might want to do on a Tuesday is Tuesdays when like Destiny does their weekly reset, but I can always push off the weekly stuff for another day for other gaming time, you know. But overall, I don't know when it'll be, because it has to do with also me taking care of the baby overnight. Usually when I do my night streams, or last time when I did the night stream, I also watched the baby afterwards, I think. But it's all about timing, you know, making sure I get enough sleep, but also making sure that I can be present, because then I'm also kind of tired after streams. It's a lot of variables. That's all I'm saying. But I will do my best to make sure I announce it to the VIPs like 2 hours in advance. I only announce it to the VIPs because my schedule can change a lot, and the one thing I don't like doing is having to like say, like, if I make a public announcement, oh yeah, stream's going live in 2 hours, and then something comes up where I can't go live, I don't want to. It's easier for me to kind of like say, sorry guys, something came up to the VIPs, to just a few group of people. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's all in my head. Maybe I don't need to care about that. Just put it in the overall chat. But right now I just share it with VIPs. If I feel like we need to share it with more people, I will. We all know how LHR works, Hockey Fan says. Yeah, that's facts. Factual. Alrighty. And that'll help us get 105 planes on the ground, which is really the biggest concern problem we have right now. But all right. Well, you know what? This was quite an interesting stream. You know, we didn't quite get the level we needed, right? But we are super close. We're only 401 XP away from getting Sydney Airport. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a midweek stream this week. And before the midweek stream, I'm going to log into this account, and we're going to turn on the tower managers on this account, so that way we can have more planes on the ground. What that'll do is it'll allow us to handle more planes at once. So I'm going to use the same strategy as what I do when I'm playing on my main account. On my main account, I go in here to activate all, and I activate all the tower managers for 2 hours, and I let that run overnight, because World of Airports has to be on for the tower managers to be working, right? And even though overnight is usually like what, anywhere from 6 to 8 hours, 2 hours is usually enough for all the planes to land. So we're going to activate before stream all the tower managers for 2 hours. That's going to cost me 1,000 silver planes. So maybe I could be a little bit smarter about it, and maybe just activate approach for 2 hours, right? Which is 255 We don't need to activate departure because we're not playing, so I don't need to activate departure. We can activate delivery for maybe like an hour to save some money, and then of course the ground manager. We won't even need the ground manager, so we just need like an hour of delivery. I'll probably do 2 hours of delivery and 2 hours of approach, and that'll get a bunch of planes on the ground. That way I don't have to spend 1,000 silver planes that I don't have on this account, right? Because I'm not rich on silver planes on this account like I am on my main account. So I need to be a little bit more strategic on my spending until I become rich. But yeah, very interesting stream for sure, right? I thought we were going to get closer to, or I thought we were even going to potentially unlock Sydney, but I thought wrong. Then we played only LHR today, but then we also, not only that, I also lost power, but then you guys came back. So thank you guys for coming back. Thanks for all the support. I appreciate everybody joining in. Thank you for all the follows. And of course, again, thank you for 4 years of Phat Airlines. I wouldn't be here if you guys weren't here. If you guys aren't watching my videos, I wouldn't be making more videos, right? And I know I haven't been made videos in the last month or two. That's because of the baby, but I know that is going to change. We're going to make more tutorial style videos, so that way we can guide people on how to play World of Airports, and help just give everybody a better time when they play. But yeah, delivery only needs 10 minutes. That could be true too. You're right, because if I'm not actively playing, right, I'm not turning on any ramp agents, I'm not assigning any handling crew, then you're right, 10 minutes of delivery should be enough, because no planes will be pushing back, only planes landing. So yeah, good call outs. Raptor says a very interesting stream for them. Yep, and you want to we finally redeemed a Concord from our premium pass, and we did a giveaway for that. But yeah, peace out Raptor, peace out Hockey Fan, peace out TJ, peace out Flamingo, peace out France, peace out Bro Channels. You won't make the midweek stream because of time zone? That's no problem, man. I'm even considering doing a midweek stream during the day, because like I have some time off from work. But I also like the night streams, because that allows some people who can't come to my normal streams, the night stream they're able to come to, right? So it kind of gives them a chance to enjoy a stream, but it'll most likely be at night though. All right, Sarah, peace out. You won't be able to catch the midweek stream because it's going to be probably at 4 a.m. Yep. Sorry about that, but I appreciate that you're here every Saturday. Mercurial Justice, peace out. Kuba, peace out. Zyrox, peace out. Snowyak, peace. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll be here again next Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. If you don't know what time 11 a.m. Eastern is, you can always go to World of Airports, go to IAD, which is right over here, Washington. Even if you have it locked, it'll still tell you what time it is, and it is 1:15 p.m. for me, and it is time for me to go. Guys, I hope you have a great day. Thank you again for all the support. 4 years of Phat Airlines, 1,000 followers on Twitch, 7.5. Wait. Am I lying there? How many subscribers do I have on YouTube? How many subscribers do we have? 7.6 thousand subscribers on YouTube, guys. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for all the support. I'll see you guys later this week, or if not, I'll see you next Saturday. All right, everybody. Peace.